already sabotage come on. Ivan, my uncle your next item so Ghana's debt with bilateral creditors restructured to unlock the third tranche of IMF cash. Ivan uncle.
Yeah, Alaska. So yeah, they are bossing and born sika dia there.
Yeah.
Yeah, expert. And so we Ghana economy in Alaska be a general home. Sometimes what's in China will be see conversation you might be tempted to believe say and then we find ourselves in an unfortunate situation by circumstances being a abba
and a
yaba sim.
That's right.
But people who have been around are more privy to Ghana's economic debate causing in recent times. No more follow the trajectory of events causing Okroma know say everything that is happening to Ghana is self-inflicted.
That's a yankasa.
Nipa dasani tenase deliberately decided say sikana ewo manum no yaba ya hofofo ye yenwiam fanye ya nkasa ye ho instead of say ye putting you to the good use and nipa dasani ebenya ho benefit. Because I want to say now say the Ghana public debt I rise to a tune of about 600 billion Ghana cedis. Now you do see krom bisa say dey na ya in this years no a bit me a commensurate with this huge debt abatoye so ya. I am not sure you find anything sensible. I bet me a console heart say Ghana ni even though ya babosia and the narrative has always been on my band babosia America crowd babosia that narrative will always go. But you see when you borrow the use sikana yeah. That is very very important. Alaska I cannot try you and for the first time we are celebrating the fact say we've been able to restructure our debt. Restructure our debt, it's not a situation that for time now you see I cancel the amount. No. Restructure our debt because ye kwakwaje IMF loan bosia ana mo ka che say what the amount for can ye mpese ye sika be ma na chena nko ne bete na wo de kotua China and now France and obika. So make sure say you have certain understanding with your creditors knowing well say they will give you space. Na wanya mra na sika na ye de ma wo no watimi e de aye the intended purpose.
Enti say ye chirim ade acha Ghana for ni say kana ye de no ye ni omunko ka say wo muntwinko akire.
Yes.
Na mo fa we mfa mane fa nyo adwuma pray na echi samu ka ne baba betu ya.
Yes, I mean IMF Mosca opeso hu impact. Na sa wo de ka bebrebe na wutuatua ka sa sika no fa so bi ama so mfa ne sika ma wo. So answer na wo de ne sika ba ma wo behu say wo ka na wo de ne wuntua na wo de ne sika kwa kotua.
Yes, wo pa busia kotua busia.
Exactly.
Right.
So when you see, we've had discussion with bilateral creditors and then the by middle Alaska. Bilateral creditors, China and then the Paris Club. The last time I told you that we own them to a tune of about 1.7. China 1.9 and then Paris Club near 1.7 billion. And I had the more. And I know more in certain memorandum of understanding. So okay, yate, we want Ghana to recover. And you know, yamamomre. That memorandum na yati ase na IMF ati ase amai IMF so okay say that I go through and then omo ye bond holders no so no omo ye in groups.
That's right.
So two groups ati ase amai so okay coupon terms na se for no yem vary na yem twinkwa achiri kakra na munya space na mumfa and recover na achiri ya babaji sika enti now no discussion are far advanced over 13 billion of euro bond no yetime restructure. Don't forget to say domestically, we've been able to restructure over $17.5 million.
And also no, ya ka da ho later ya betua.
Yes, $17.5 million. That translates to about 206 billion Ghana cedis. And ya Ghana for omo motor bond na say for a bank car say.
That's right.
Good. Edi Alaska. Good question is say. Nipa no mo promise yes they are very competent enough. They are coming to look and restructure this economy to look well. And they are not celebrating economic growth, but they are celebrating debt. Yet me atwa kwa animu. Na my question is say yatwa kwa animu no. O maami na ebetua na say me papa na ebetua sa aka no.
FM 92.3.
That is the question the media is not asking.
Interesting.
Kana yatwa kwa animu no. Aya wo maami na ebetua na say me papa na ebetua.
Aya ya na ebetua.
Yes. A midst of yatwa kwa animu no. Dollar no so still it is depreciating because once I yet declare bankruptcy we are not paying our external debt. And don't forget there COVID see no the whole of Africa kakraka da ho nyina the first country to report say on to mean the debt obligation your friend said Zambia.
That's right.
Ghana is the second country after Zambia. The whole of Africa kakraka countries after COVID. Ghana is the second country to sound the alarm bell say Charlie and a young kasa ye default and ye declare say you in a silent tone. And a yet so we have to restructure your debt in it na se fornum. And I'm a catcher say was a common framework by an young join it.
That's right.
And I can say a proud nation, yeah, dear young
a ferry
yeah, found Pumum Sanko join it. So Alaska, the reality of the situation I tell her and call it for celebration.
That's right.
And call it for those your friends saying those and some finance minister and other functionaries of government and I'm trying to say they've done something extraordinary because in the first place we got into this hellhole because of crass incompetence and mismanagement of the economy as well as corruption. Our individual decided say yeah your mind will your business because don't forget Ken Ofori tell Bobo not in the company just share now kakana bana president so the nemu gare now or the sewabro ni mu kodina now or the sika air kwa football Champions League final Alaska the guy has been living like a monarch.
FM 92.3
he felt to say I have arrived my catch was being president I am a childhood dreams and fantasies and I was satisfied but he never realized being president comes with a responsibility. No, he didn't care about responsibility aspect. That's why I say you can call him an identity president.
An identity.
Yes, you identify him with the presidency, but the responsibility zero.
Ahoto FM 92.3.
So he's not a role president. He's an identity. You can only identify. Akufa be president. President for Soben also for Sobia must have a bonk for no car.
Chasa mami bisa.
Well, boy, car and not home. Alaska. Enti and ya suspended your debt in Nasifo and $1 and 16 cedis. And these are the same people who took to the stage. Baumia was all over Central University, other places, telling people, say, the president then, John Mahama, was so incompetent to understand, say the economy no manner, things will get better. Ghana, lo and behold, Ghana for a so say, oh, okay, Professor Musi Kasai there, let us give it to them. And it was given to them. And today, look at how far Ghana has become. Now, people are talking about things that are happening with Kenya.
That's
Alaska.
Right.
And Rami Kobe, and I discussion be about the situation. I come say, I didn't see what Krumano. I didn't see what Kenya. No, it's nothing compared to what is happening here. Ghana, Kenya and declare bankruptcy.
That's right.
Their currency is fairly a bit stable. Unemployment rate is better. Bank rate is far better than Ghana. And Bloomberg say, what tenants since 1994 our tenants for currencies good or check it the economy. This is the first time Ghana's currency a conform to the sense since 1994 Bloomberg say on record what the bisada a downward spiral and echo since 1994.
But one of them say Oko Kenya nienti omuye we no de ato omu brodo esamso Saudi Ghana cedi 1 cedi 90 pesos. Now so Ghana, you tombro 50 Ghana.
Alaska. And I make a say situation in Ghana woman say ye kasa ye de da and ka sa America me say and ka ku na asiama and ka ku ne nka mam sa tere kura na asi. But you see Ghanaians at this point are so civilized. No. This guy so oya bon samo so ye dey no obesi yen so ye nyina ye nya abotere na ye dan a ne mre beko.
That's right.
So he shouldn't dare say he will find a way to maneuver and answer to subvert the legitimate will of the people of God. The fact that Ghanaians are silent doesn't mean say they are fools or they are gullible.
That statement again.
He shouldn't sit there and think that he can subvert or bend the legitimate will of the people of Ghana going into 2024 elections. That will never happen. Come say, so who Ghana for the other side of Ghanaians, just go back to 87. Samra Rollins ne Kwame Nkrumah omutu omono bloodshed na so for akoso Nkrumah Ghana for not coward.
Even on the 5th and on the 9th July 2019 drop that chamber.
Yes, Alaska. You see Ghana for are civilized sometimes nema bi ho mudo moni hwe de entia obia mia na no ayete ha ne say there is a way out. Acha 2024. So obia hodu ne yam na ye twen So you don't do anything to endanger the prospect of that election. Thinking, say, you can maneuver, manipulate, massage, use state machinery, state institutions, and they bully your way through. That is never going to happen. Anti-President Akufo-Addo. Makase, days ya aka na nimi. There's a order yen sen koko ni nkoto bia nim. Na osu, e de pagana for cha one ba omi omunko national tour. Apologizing to the people of this country.
National tour.
Oh yes. On a bended knees, apologizing to the people for how far or what message this particular country about. And I don't know. People who write history, I don't know what they are going to write under Akufo-Addo as president of the Republic of Ghana. You see, I'm for say free SHA. You see, if you go back to the constitutional framework not taught it why say a time will come, education should lead the way. And the last time I catch you will be said, so ba menina bro. Education is the best thing you can hand over to your children.
That's right.
There has been a recent debate and a PhD there, make no mistake. So when you be that's fine, your fault. But make sure you give it to your kid. Because I know people in abroad, they never had a chance at being educated. But they will be yet double job, or be yet triple, or be yet quadruple. I didn't know
because
just to put their kids in school.
Exactly.
And I'm a catcher say you go school for Juma, you go school for self-development. We know Juma a plus. And rich people, my year, no one make us acquire them because our billion, but OBTB holding the seeker in trust over $2 million or the money back. But make sure so you complete university before you access the cash.
That's right.
Because you'll be enlightened. You develop yourself. So when you get the cash, you know what to do. That is the essence of education. But Alaska, points na yababedu and neno. Everything be at tia pansama Martins, go haywire. And the president doesn't seem to care much. And then look at the economic score, Ghana. Bloomberg say, yeah, tip on cost of mine because junk, S&P, Moody's, wine, or not downgrade. And then Ghana cannot go out there semi quack above senior. So back here 2022, can of Forata Yusu Sanadrinu Kobium, then he was bounced. And I could he levy better 2 years so. And since then, we've been in a borrowing streak. Ya borrow near 2 years Bank of Ghana. And I saw one print you know for the first time Ghana your inflation could do 54 57. Do you know why it happened? Because Bank of Ghana was turned into a printing press and they printed cash. Because they say to printing ma Akufo-Addo no so print biafa. Obo printing man no so print bifa. Ya ni buy ho so no na in the space of 1 year ya printing over 72 fatwa so na yete ho okruma abra parliament kra nya aware. Because omo for mine say family business bi because I say akurase supermarket me offer dey wuro ma milk na wayi ID we na wayi whatever house na shop na gu because no offer there nobody is holding anybody accountable. Yes, because akurase of a pharmacy dey uti oya wuro ma para na wayi nipa o te counter na kra umu no because offer there. That is how these guys are running this country. Alaska nti ene Ghana shop no ye yi mu niam nyina ma ene ayetontonwa ene esi ho. Courtesy Akufo-Addo, the guy who promised. And today, was senior cover the very person, the very instrument, to decimate the economy. And Ghana's economy is in fragment, He is bold enough to look at in our faces and tell us, Toma Bawumia to become president. Well, what? Alaska. That is the point we found ourselves.
Otoma Mahama or to be protect your own legacy.
And I'm saying legacy bang. Legacy bang. Akufo-Addo ya turn money ya me senka ya turn. It's unfortunate ya turn ye legacy bang. And I will live in his wake ya ba be ye. Free SHS and America ho asema me to see in China Alaska. Free SHS the constitutional framework not say maybe be so. But you see, they were privy to the prevailing economic conditions at the time. That is why they gave a caveat there. It should be progressive.
That's right.
That was very instructive. Because they knew that the prevailing economic circumstances then couldn't permit say you will free SHS. Because most of the advanced countries in the world don't send it to me free SHS.
No.
Good. And you need to start by making sure you make infrastructure available and as for akwaye otutu senior mo education minister and also vice president adi no education minister who one year to go look at the number of challenges and problems I encounter here during the implementation of the free SHS. Alaska the same arrogance na here can even critical stakeholders in the sector like headmasters, people more knowledge into education and so forth, nobody was consulted.
FM 92.3.
So the whole all important policy like the free SHS, as also from the constitution, you know, was rolled out as a political reparation package. Ya promise mo say ya de beba, ya de aba. And I yet home, and then quality of education considerably, you know, is waning. And I go to our universities and look at the kit or MOBA.
Serious.
Secondary school, the quality of tuition. And in the Yamanti and no school near in such a way so be an Musa. Ubetiman and Musa could be a PhD because I cut and paste research and answer for. Do not send a research and new ideas about Chroma saying.
That's right.
Because I brought from more researcher and now phones in answer for more chips, you know. People are researching into more advanced chips. I bet me about in the future. And it's a supercomputer. Now, you see, people are some are far ahead, 50 years ahead, thinking about what has to be done. Alaska, ChatGPT where I buy no beer you see, go and look at where the research started from. Over about 30 years ago, and some people started. What has here? So you look into the future, and nipa mo ye PhD okro nya person mo nyina line na bi so mo say when the innovative ideas bi aba bonti abetimi practical boa ye put in out abetimi asesa economy. Ni nyina ya sa abrofo de na bi sisa ye de omanfo ye dada na ye tusu bubum sa nobody comes out with any innovative idea. Enti oman so we are stuck. Now won't mean find innovative ideas ma oman will never move forward. Is America because of innovation. Oh, people think that they are military. No, Alaska. The last time I was telling you, what's up here by nay? Na yenya niaji. Do you know when the actual when instant test?
Okay.
It was developed in the 90s during the Second World War. Not soldier for the communicating among themselves. So when it was decommissioned, then we commission it so that everybody can use it.
That's right.
And now the phone here say megapixel, 50 megapixel celebrity Alaska. Okay, Cuban Missile Crisis, no. Russia forces are your friends and missiles. The Kogu way no. Go back and check the date. It's in the 1940 something. No. Spy plane and omodi nam wiem and no the camera baby and now we say pixel na say
92.3.
Wow.
So this is a military technology that has been developed years in there the 5 version of phone iPhone one or the 20 version no adwen say and na yakoya numa that technology was developed in the 1940s because research na man for ye na dada no ye decommission do na na ye didi ho and the question is again you see our mind back driver is all about knowledge how you develop new knowledge. We are not thinking about those things,
but in our part how to develop criminal.
No, it's about numbers. Now on my control BC Ukraine sika kra aban so ntia ye nya sika den man na wiem e de omo kwa ye to party e mo but sika e betua ma BC for that choice am aban ni nyae. We are very much concerned about the powder said now pass Akufo-Addo graduate. We are not worried about the quality of tuition.
Right.
Yeah, best say sika koto pass question by nkranu ni ba bi da aduane ko munya bi we don't care. So everything we do in this country are politics. And the sad aspect of media has to do with this attitude of sycophancy around president, leaders of political parties. Then I say for them, you Alaska, you are part of the world, no. But can't say we are weak intellectually, no. We are not able to solve critical problems. So
that's right.
And then nipa bi obunim nyansa omuni adwene de solve problem bia always omo reference and nyame be one a natural way na ye honors plain circumstance abrofo no exploit to find why you know ente here na aye before na ye no. But instead of onya ware before na ye no, instead of them to go deeper and find out me part there na me ya menye ni ya this thing is happening, you know. Always, you know, we have obi beblem nte na we ya brewa na wote efie dia wawu. Old age which is supposed to be a blessing, you know. And then when this 60 years go in a wawu obia problem bia comes back to that old woman.
Right.
What's the problem I say? So we need to do more to change education, the young restructuring. It is not about numbers, it is not about the political popularity, it's not about gains a free. It is about making sure say we equip our kids with the requisite knowledge and the intelligence that we are seeing at Airbanu here, globally viable and competitive. We can sit here and apply to go for a job.
That's right.
The same another person from US who apply to the same platform. The kind of knowledge and expertise are war. So globalization are bringing us together. So we need to make sure that we put our education at a certain pedestal. Globally competitive. We cannot sit here and be doing politics with this. and a free agent ekosi san
Akufo-Addo graduate
na ekosi san Alaska we need to learn and move away from this colonial mentality.
But I say Ivan Che innocent and I tell them Kano Jajo Wusu ansa or say in fact seriously Abano ebre wabuyen abra yinsu gbadago mawule also here show in life John Mensa Saba also in fact oye aban ohwe yansu ya eya say aban na dwen wo fam no hwe nipa ya dwen wo soro anayen ayonim nyansa na aban wei na odi yanso nyankopon ana twe yaso me ba yanko
Alaska there's two things and apoken me pada me jia wo kese frido mama Ghana for inati even though we are aware but one year free one mbra yenuanom a wo Framantum voter region atoyen chembi to one.
That's right.
Often tidal waves. Alaska on min ikrono nkofun wane dan tidal waves ni min ikroni nyina na nkofun nya baby nda. Na then finance minister Ken Oforiatta na although two moze ekona woba foda them tidal waves no obefi wo nkofo enyi baby adanti obeyi SK bi ahye budget no Alaska nyima asem o ka chewna osi say wonyim moze voter region fu one tidal waves no no sika ze hye budget no ma ono napo oboko Ashanti region na wakwa kaka cha Ashanti region fu nyina na wa demonstration chenchelenche kasipa etia oye na ban na vote the people of voter region.
Right.
Alaska, you want to be the vice president. Now for the northern region, problem is how can you solve that problem? So this is a personal, and I believe that I'm not doing tribal politics. I'm not instigating anybody. But the people of voter region should be very careful.
You are just re-echoing what?
Yes, re-echoing what Napo just mentioned against them. Another last thing. Nala region.
All right.
Ashanti region is the reason why this arrogant person like this, you know, why for they don't your vice president. Another running mate in farmer. Another liar. Other than them. I say the people of Ashanti region when hear BBR they don't need any development. Ashanti region from for Subia anyi won as a when hear anyi t-shirt
anyway
obi ani wa baji MPP t-shirt that shall be kwa to ma obi foforo eti yet bi nya rally ya fa sika nya t-shirt me fa kofie never t-shirt le microphone no mun share na do wa over to aba and your man one voter one t-shirt.
Can you imagine this? And you are from the Ashanti region. Now all your day wasn't Napo Aba. Napo invariably insulted you and insulted the people from Ashanti region. You don't need anything. All you need is t-shirt because then people want t-shirt here. Can you imagine this?
92.3.
Because the producer, Mammy Signal, say, I'm for course.
Mammy wrap up.
Right.
Alaska, Akufo-Addo Nibusu, and you be a new one. Obobo Akufo-Addo Sombo. You know why? President Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo Bezino. Only Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Bezino. Obezida was satisfied with Nebusu for the next 50 years. On Pedro Wuzi here.
Wow.
So they use Ghana to enrich themselves. That is all.
I'm over pace come on Mabusia.
Ebusiana na it is a Ghana ni na atu abama president na Adodanko Akufo-Addo da Alaska fonse guwa pempem na srebon feche e wonyame ho because I will not cause him but I will be surprised if there will be someone who will come out and say that he or she is going to vote for Nanado Napo or going to vote for MPP I will be surprised.
Right.
I will be extremely surprised if there will be one. Nti Ghana fo obey mu pa. Me da say Alaska because of your time.
Me da say some yema etie for emre mu kakra. Dr. Sawo for example, we see that.
Me mama baso. My problem, I think that you are taking this program to a different level, and we want to commend you for the work you're doing.
Right. Me ba choba ya snappy FM me 0541 82 5106 0303 4022862. Good evening.
Good evening.
E ba do dini ba bia kasofi.
Alaska. Me pacho your friend me man Lizzie. Me ka free a Shyman official town.
Malizi yanko.
Me pacho me pesa me ni Ghana for kasa kakra Ghana for mu tie Alaska the dawn. Mu tie Alaska ewie ya enumre ewie ya. Ni pesa me kan kire Ghana for say. Sa ukoto edro, ukoto nam, ukoto pano. Chira ukoto bibia, ukoto bia. Na uba wenum, ana wanka sa ubia wenum kasa na de boy e dinte. Na MPP ni jira ho no kan chira wo se. Wiase, ewieye na aba, ewieye na dru. Inti na ama no ma boy e din a. Kan chira MPP ni se. Adey unasumia so. Ana bisa ni se tama. Nanado president awada ya tam onyanya president no. Osi de ye fisika so.
Ahuto FM 92.3.
Pano bofrotu drakuno ni boarding 50 bofrotu 50% papa ise ni boarding.
Until Lizzie me da say yan chicha nen kakra. Good evening.
Good evening, our headmaster. That's it, President. President, you know, the OBD, we have to me out to file on Tizungu.
I would do tell yanko.
I'm a member of a tsunami channel political godfather, my papa Samuel Okutampa for Dababia will be a coupon and show Dimadia would know up here for you. I'm MP the Oba one shower, good MPP 24 last year Aruna. 1 to us and on 20 Japan. Ghana, they say a dear 20 Nepu, 20 Baunia, 20 MPP better Ghana. Ninja Dibumano, Asa, the Crono no more boy, a hand time or Mudina Manwemu, in the young man in Agu, the business is in Agu, ye die and da, ye tie and talk, she Kwasu, your Mupen or Muya Ghana for, into Ghana for your Munya John Dramani Mahama, because Mama Niba over Yafi corruption, clearing at the Tabomoy, over Yafi, he loves the Poletas, Coronatas, Betas, Sasita, Amomo, not the Amomo for Papa, or it took 4 hours according to Ghana, over 2 months for man.
Good evening.
Alaska, only one Libya. You got to be the house, you try to sue. Who's a mere mistake? If you have a mentionable for some people. Up for me, it will not be catch a while when you catch anyone. Namisha, if you have any could be. Alaska,